Welcome back to Miami Scooter Club. Today we have to get this thing up and running today. Not fully finished, but at least up and running, because my main man right here, as you can tell, I have to replace this, which is the hub and the axle, and I had to replace it because the axle bent. When the axle bent, the spacer and the bearing inside here busted, releasing this, and pretty much this is where I'm at right now. So I have to get this whole thing replaced, but until then I still need something to ride. So we're gonna come back to here. Originally I welded it on, but it wasn't centered. It was I want to say maybe a half an inch off from being centered. So I ended up cutting the welds off, and now I'm grinding them back down, and we're gonna get this engine back on this bike properly. So let's try to find a good camera angle where I can get you up, where you can see. I want to say right there should be good. And here we go. I don't have any safety glasses, so I'm using a helmet instead. Still works. so hot out here in Florida, man. Boy, it's hot out here. So let's turn him on his side. And get this side now. This, my friend, is a Milwaukee 4.5-inch angle grinder with a DeWalt metal grinding wheel. It's 4.5 inches. Spent about $20 on a grinding wheel, a polishing wheel, and a 3/8 drill bit, because that's the size for the engine mount hole. Whew. Telling you, boy, I'm gonna be on fire by the time I finish this bike. It's okay though, because this bike is fire. When I'm done with this thing, it will out-willy anything that comes against it. Now that we have it grinded down, the last thing left to do before it's weld ready is to polish it up a bit. You know, get it nice and smooth on both sides, even the bottom contact points where the initial weld is going to be happening. Outside of that, let's get the polish wheel. This right here is the metal stainless grinding pad, which I really call it a polishing pad, because you see the sandpaper ripples right here. As you hit it, whatever it touches is going to smoothen out. So let's get that happening. Of course, to change blades, I always disconnect, because you never know, you might accidentally hit that button and the finger's in the way, and it's just bad. You hear how heavy duty that thing is? That just plop down like bloop bloop. And now that we're back together, go ahead and polish him off. Turn you over this way. Yeah. Now, this thing works so amazingly, I'm going to have to get a close-up of it in action so you can actually see what this wheel is purposed for. See that? This thing will polish it all the way down to the metal. All the way down to the metal. And that's what you need so you can have good solid contact points. Because without good solid contact points, your weld could mess up. Just saying, you don't want to spend all this time and money, effort, energy into doing something just to have it break on you. That's one of the saddest feelings in the world. Trust me, I know. Definitely know. Now that we have this side, what we like to call weld ready, meaning when you say something is weld ready, it has to be grinded down, polished, all the way up to metal on every contact point that you're going to be welding. Because when the bar sits across here like this, I'm going to have to contact it here, here, and right here for some extra support. Now it's time to replicate this piece, but without the center holes, because we will no longer need those. Sometimes I feel like I maybe should just put the helmet on where you could get an eye view of everything. Use the adjustable monkey wrench and an adjustable husky. know you ain't gonna be able to see too good me getting it off, but it's just two simple bolts. Now that we got this off, now, I think what we're gonna do next, people, is we're gonna set everything up and level it off to make sure everything's nice and level. If you like today's video, hit like and subscribe. Stay tuned for part 2. Peace.